The sky above the park carried a quiet, uneasy stillness. It wasn't quite grey, not quite blue, just a faded wash of color stretched thin across the evening, the kind of sky that made everything feel slower, heavier, as if the world itself was tired. Ethan sat beneath a tree, its leaves barely moving in the warm air. Around him, life continued in soft fragments, distant footsteps, a child's laughter, the rustle of dry grass. It should have felt peaceful, but it didn't. He rested his elbows on his knees, staring at the ground. The earth looked warm, patches of yellow breaking through where green used to thrive. Another heat wave, he thought. Another quiet warning no one really knew how to answer anymore. There was a time when Ethan used to care loudly. He would read everything about rising oceans, burning forests, disappearing seasons, and he used to talk about it, share it, and feel it. But feeling too much had slowly turned him into something unbearable, so he stopped. Or at least he tried to. Now, like everyone else, he focused on getting through the day, work deadlines, small talk, sleep, and repeat. It was easier that way, or so he told himself. His phone sat beside him on the bench. A message still lingered on the screen. Call me when you can. He already had, and now the words echoed in his mind in a voice that felt distant and fragile. His uncle had passed away that morning. He went peacefully, his mother had said. Ethan had responded the only way he knew how. I see. 2 words. Carefully neutral, carefully empty. He leaned back against the tree, closing his eyes. He tried to feel something. Sadness, maybe. Or grief. But all he found was a strange, hollow quiet. And that scared him. Because it wasn't that he didn't care. It was that he didn't know how to feel it anymore. A breeze passed through the park, light but warm. The leaves above him shifted gently, casting broken shadows across his face. Ethan opened up his eyes and looked up. The branches stretched outward, still holding on, even in a changing world. He wondered how long they could. He wondered how long anyone could. I should feel something, he whispered to himself. The words barely made a sound. For so long he had pushed everything down, the anxiety about the planet, the quiet losses in his family, the constant pressure to keep moving, to keep functioning, not to fall behind. He had mistaken silence for strength, numbness for control. But sitting there beneath that tree, with the world quietly unraveling around him, it didn't feel like strength anymore. It felt like being stuck. He took a slow breath, then another. And for the first time in a long while, he asked himself something simple. What am I actually feeling? At first, there was nothing. Just the distant hum of the park, the warmth of the air pressing gently against his skin. But then slowly something shifted, a tightness in his chest, a weight behind his eyes, sadness. Not just for his uncle, but for all the moments he had emotionally drifted through. Fear of a future that felt uncertain and unstable. And beneath it all, grief. Quiet, deep, unavoidable. His breath trembled, and before he could stop it, the tears came. Not loud, not dramatic, just steady and honest, falling without resistance. Around him, nothing changed. People still walked by. The sky remained faded. The air stayed warm. The world didn't pause for his grief, but for this time in a long time, he did. Ethan wiped his face slowly, exhaling as the weight inside him shifted just slightly. It didn't disappear, it didn't resolve, but it moved. And that was enough. He looked down at the ground again, and the dry patches, the struggling green, and then back up at the tree above him, still standing, still reaching. Maybe moving forward didn't mean ignoring the weight. Maybe it meant learning how to carry it, understanding it, naming it, letting it exist without letting it silence everything else. The breeze returned, softer this time, cooler. It brushed past him gently, almost like a reminder. Ethan closed his eyes and let himself feel it, not pushing it away, not holding it back, just feeling. And for now, that was enough.